Hello! Good afternoon, everyone! Welcome, welcome! Hope you're all doing well. As I mentioned, I think I said this in the Discord. But yeah, oh yeah, today might be a shorter stream. I'm in midterm grading mode. It's actually, I was like horrified at first, so I had like 2 questions assigned to grade on the midterm. And there's like 350 students, and I got through the first question last night. And that one took me forever. That one was hellish. That one, like, I was working on it yesterday and the day before, and I was like really bracing myself. But I just started doing the second question, and it's much easier. So I think things are chill. Like, most people got this question right, and the ones who got it wrong in like kind of a straightforward way. So I think I'll be fine, but still have to do that. So probably a shorter stream today, but I just really wanted to stream. I really wanted to review Mammals. So I figured I'd go live anyways. But yeah, welcome in everyone. Welcome Jack, welcome Jam, welcome Lillian, welcome Agumi, welcome Circleback, and welcome Thorgan. Hope you're all doing well. I'm sorry to hear that, Jam. I hope you feel better soon. I'm like, yeah. Not so much sick. Welcome, Nimmer. I'm not so much sick, but I am kind of like, I don't know, I was up very late grading, had way too much caffeine, so I'm kind of feeling a little out of it today. But yeah. That's good to hear, that's good to hear, I really hope so. Welcome, Tengu, welcome. But yeah. I think that's about it. Hope things are going well. Let's spin some adjectives, I suppose. Ruggy. Ruggy means like rimshack, or like run down a bit maybe, right? Or does it? I feel I should know this word. Ah, not reggy. I think it's like run down rustic. Oh no, I'm completely wrong. Reg-faced, okay. Flush and reg. Wait, that's totally workable. Oh, see, and like also metaphorically robust and vigorous. But reggish, I mean that's almost too doable. Stationy youngish, hell yeah. Yeah, that's what word am I thinking of? I'm thinking of a different word. Maybe just think of like cruggy or something. I'm not sure. I think it might just be cruggy that I'm thinking of. Inexperienced. I like that. I'm glad we have like ruggy is too easy. I'm glad we have a harder one as the next rule. You want a balance. Welcome farm skags, welcome. Spherical, yes! Haven't we like had... We've had something very close to spherical. Actually, wait, I feel like... Let me check something. Because I have this... suspicion. Alright, just give me 1 second. Because I used to, it took me a while to realize I should like add the names of the suggestions. To the suggestions, I think. No, but I think I went back and did them. I thought for a second this might have been a user submission. They just did not add. But I think someone else did Orbish or something, and that's what I'm thinking of. Cause yeah, I don't see it in the request queue. I think this is genuinely just an adjective on the list. Wait, you can't have spherical before. Yeah, I must have just forgotten to remove it. That's what I'm thinking of. Also, welcome, Krua. Spherical we've fully done before, but what the hell? I forgot to remove it from the pool, so it still counts. I just fully hacked spherical before. That's awesome. We've done like squirmy twice or something like that, or like squiggly. There's some adjective like that we've done twice anyways. And glaring. We could get spherical cow, I believe. Good adjectives. I guess let's dive into it. Can I just think what... Are there like reggish seals? Because a seal strikes me as very inexperienced and spherical, and they can definitely be glaring. Welcome, Archibald. So I feel like there are like there are at least like warm brown seals. I feel like Chugay could be a good seal game. Or a good vole game. If we get like a really angry looking vole. Syconycteris australis. Some nocturnal Australian animal. I don't recognize that genus. Common blossom bat. I thought this was its nose or something. I like just fully could not parse this face. For a minute I got very scared, but this is an incredibly cute photo. Look at it sleeping there. Look at that. It's so cozy. Very cute. One of the smallest nectar-eating megabats. Also, like, very funny to me that it's called the Queensland Blossom Bat. Like, I mean, these things happen for obvious reasons. When its range is like a tiny coastal stripe of Australia and like the entire island of Papua. Kinda messed up to just call it the Queensland Blossom Bat, but whatever. Probably important pollinators, let's go. They carry 6 times as much pollen as birds while also traveling further. Yeah. Great expression here. These are some really funny images. I hope there's some, like, I don't know, like, deer or, like, other giant creature that just pollinates like crazy. The flower whale or something. Can you eat pollen? Like, pollen looks so good in all the photos of backseeing flowers. There's like edible flowers, but can you just... Is this like a spice or something? Like, is this a garnishing you could have on your meal? Because I feel like pollen's probably the protein source. I always... It looks so sugary to me, but is it like, would it taste savory then? Surely pollen is sugary. Yes, I remember learning this from the edutainment game from the striped neck mongoose stream, I think. And then, like, that's how they, like, create the queen, right? They, like, they feed her nothing but, like, royal jelly or something, which, like, you know, takes a bee, like, 1,000 hours to produce a milligram of, or whatever. Oh, I'm very excited. Is this related to this particular bat? Yes. And this is like a bat rehabilitator. It was the best bat experience of my life without a doubt. And the decision to release her was a terrible one for me, but it was the right decision for Blossom. With banana, banksia, melaleuca, and eucalypt flowers and a whole new family to catch up with, I'm sure she won't be missing me like I miss her. This is so sweet. This is so cute. Wait, okay, I'm very excited for this. Also, sound off with your best bag experience. Welcome, Malibe. Oh my god. Yeah, Blossom the bat. Oh my god, that tongue! Very nice, baby. Oh my god. Unbelievably cute. Like, actually. It's crazy. Like, they were cute in the images, but it is crazy how much, like, seeing one moves around, like, boosts their cuteness. They're already very cute, but they're, like, unbelievable. Yeah, thank you so much for the video, Archibald. Also, welcome, Gogo Gabagool Gru Gremlin. Oh my god, what a sweet video. Sorry, let me just mute the BGM for this. Oh my god. What a sweetheart. I love that this is a mega bat, by the way. Look at this giant behemoth of a bat. God. God. Anything you can just like pet with your index finger goes crazy. That is so sweet. Oh my god. Only been camping. Welcome, Double Dot. Welcome, welcome. Every twice a year. Specialized nectar and pollen feeder as evident by its long papillate tongue, but also eats fruit. Papillae on tongue. Increase its surface area and act as a nectar-absorbing mop. Hell yeah. Commonly seen with pollen covering their faces. I guess, yeah, they mostly eat the nectar and not the pollen, right? It's like the nectar that is the delicious stuff they love, and the pollen's just the stuff that gets on them by accident. Like the plant probably doesn't really want them eating the pollen for so much. Nectar must go crazy. Are they like maple syrup is like a sap, which is kind of different. Are there like flower nectars you can? Yeah, that I feel like that exists, right? You can like taste flower nectar, right? They must sell that. Cause that's gotta just be sugar. Wait, that's awesome. No, I feel like I've had something with like flower nectar. I'm not sure. Oh, that's so awesome. That's really good. Okay. They live in like woodlands basically, but associated with gargans. Often forages and gargans. I guess that makes a lot of sense given what we know about this. They're so cute. It is kind of ruggy, but not super ruggy. It's just like, I don't know. Like, it gets some credit for being that, like, almost cinnamon brown. Like 93 or something. Oh, it is so baby. This thing is extremely inexperienced. It's really spherical in this image. It's actually really spherical in a lot of images. Like, I wouldn't well, yeah. I wouldn't expect a megaback to score so highly in spherical, but like, look at this. Tell me this isn't spherical. Yeah, yeah. I could go like 204 even. And this image is extremely glaring. And it's not the only glaring image. Like, look. You're gonna tell me this is not a glaring creature? You're gonna tell me this is not a glaring creature? Also, welcome, Pink Honeybug. This is such a glare. Look at that. Look at that. 231, fuck it. Extremely cute video of one of these being rehabilitated. Commonly found with pollen all over its face. Mostly eats nectar, but will lick pollen off its fur while grooming. Associated with gargans. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and spin another mammal. Chaetocauda? Sichuanensis. Now I wonder if you can like suck out the nectar of any of the plants here. I want to learn this. I wonder if there's like some guide. Oh shit, Dormouse mentioned! Dormouse mentioned. Yeah, let me know, Nimmerniman. Let me know if you ever find out. I'm so curious. Welcome, Valerie. Yeah, famous Roman delicacy, the dormouse. Oh, that makes a ton of sense. This like somehow never occurred to me. Whoa, has its own genus to itself? It is known only from 2 captured female specimens described in 1985. Awesome. I'm guessing... Oh no! See, sometimes they're not caught up. James Eaton also just like... putting this in the public domain is awesome. Oh my god. This is so cute. I love this creature. God. Yeah, I mean, again, the Romans famously gig welcome a square. Yeah, I totally get it. I know, especially mouse like this. Like, it is on a little adventure already. It's climbing this log. Look at how determined it looks to get up there. Wow. This image was by James Egan. Has been occasionally observed during the day foraging for leaves and moving about in trees. Seems to eat green plant material and starch. But yeah, extremely rare creature, very little we know. Connected? Oh, for a second I thought it was trying to tell me that the Sichuan dormouse provides critical habitat for the giant panda, but I guess it's just saying the reserve it occurs in provides critical habitat for giant panda. But it is connected with other suitable giant panda habitat by bamboo corridors. So it has like... Does this mean... What does this mean? It has like little panda visitation hallways? Also welcome Penguin and Xavier. Yeah, I don't... This one is definitely extremely rare. Go evening or afternoon Greedra. Yeah, panda visitation hallways. Hope you're hooving a cow one. Oh yeah, that is true. That is true. It does make sense to be Mudra for the mammal streams. Unfortunately, it's not ruggy in the Slagus. This is a gray as hell mouse. It looks. Oh, I was trying so hard, but I think it looks a little. It looks like it's its first time climbing a log. It looks so nervous up here. I think it's extremely inexperienced. Not as spherical as the bat somehow, but still spherical. Like on the spherical side of things, at least. Much more than like a rat, for example. Yeah, it's cylindrical. It is kind of glaring, like those huge eyes. Extremely rare creature. Panda visitation. Hallways. Dormouse. Mention. Just cute. I mentioned this every time we get a dormouse. But so awesome how, like, dormouse just comes from, like, a dormant mouse. Like, it's I always say, like, it's a very Pokemon way of naming an animal. You know? They just kind of, like, mash those two words together. It's like, I don't know, like, any other... I feel it's very rare for, like, an English noun to be formed in that way, which is very funny. Hey, welcome, Clonk! Welcome, welcome! We're just reviewing the Chinese dormouse. Yeah, they're just like very, I think, like sleepy creatures in general. They just spend like a lot of hours a day, like sleeping or just being in like torpor. Or just they're just kind of like sluggish and lethargic and sleep a lot of. They're the sloths of the rodent world, I guess. Yeah, no, I love dormice. They're so good. Gracilan... Gracilinanus. Aceramarcae. The aceramarcae gracile opossum. Mostly arboreal, but may forage for food on the ground. It does not have a pouch. Yeah, some marsupials, I think, do not have a pouch. I think it's only opossums that ever don't, I want to say. It is reddish. Or grayish-brown. Pretty limited range. And it does live in elfin forests, which is a wonderful habitat. No pictures. Trapped on low branches. Least concern, despite being extremely rare. I guess it does just kind of live at the fringe of the Amazon. It's probably just quite hard to find. Wait. Conservation IUCN critically endangered. Classified as least concern on the IUCN reg list. I feel these are like quite different. Like, I know they, like, revise things from version to version, but that seems like quite the swing. Oh, I hope we have an illustration at least. It's a very mysterious creature. 71. Something Emil's opossum is like broke the system. Like all the captioning is fine, and then you hit Emily's opossum, and then it just goes 70 ... Emily's 9 opossum Gracilinanus null. I hope that is the actual species name. Hey, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Yeah, no, this is definitely some like OCR issue, because all of GBIF stuff is like very clearly automatically transcribed from like scans of books that leads to just weirdness, but the null is awesome there. So we're talking about Opossum 71. I like the pose they gave 71. I like how it's like flagger and more confused looking than all of the other opossums. Those like hands are so human-like. I guess it's good. Yeah, they're like kind of... Those hands are like freaking me out. I've never really paid that much attention to opossum hands. Hey, welcome, Happy Toaster. Yeah, they're so good. It really looks like they do, right? Like, look at the curling on their hands. I think they must. There's no way you could curl like this without, like, an yeah, exclamation mark adjectives. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh boy. Should I alphabetize null in brackets at the beginning for the special character or on your end? I think at the beginning. I think that I already have like a 13 up there. I think it would also be funny to see at the top every time. This image is of course by Tony Lovett. Aceramarcae gracile opossum. It's definitely quite rugged. The executive can sometimes be grayish brown, so I think that brings it down just a touch. It looks so inexperienced in this photo. We're getting like really clumsy creatures today. Another like cylindrical one. Maybe even a bit more so than the mouse was, or the dormouse rather. And they're all glaring. Kind of remarkable. Yeah, it really does. I feel opossums very often look like this to me, especially the like South American ones that are like a bit smaller and have slightly bigger eyes proportionally. Don't get me wrong, I love the Virginia opossum, but that thing looks a bit wiser than these two. Awesome pose it's doing there. Very rare. Let's just say either least concern or critically endangered, depending on how far you scroll down the GBIF page. Yeah, no, I think the crazy thing is I think null is workable. I think null I know what to do with, unlike most of the users submitting adjectives here. Redunca? Fulvorufula. Redunca is crazy. Oh! Oh my god. Wait, I have like... I've just been doing so much mammal reading. I want to say I've heard of the Rig book. I think I was just like looking at like antelope. You know, antelope's a fake word. Really embarrassing moment for me given how like late it took me to learn this. I'm pretty sure antelope is just like what we call any even-toed ungulate that we don't know what to name. Like if you click through here, yeah. Or sorry, ruminant, but still, it's just like a filler name. If you're like a bovidae, if you're like a ruminant even-toed ungulate and we don't have a better name for you, we'll just call you an antelope. It's the like catch-all. God, really good face. I love ungulates. I want to see deer here so bad. I like had a brief glimpse of them once on a walk in the hills, and since then I just... Oh, can we hear them? I have like such... I feel like deer aren't the noisiest animals. I have like such a... Ungulates in general. I have such a like no clue what this is gonna sound like. That is a bird. That is like a baby chick screaming for food. That's so funny. I think like the range of animal calls is just crazy. I guess it's because the like ones you all know, like the the cow goes moo, the pig goes oink. I keep doing the speak and say farmer wheel impression, but those ones like you're just so used to them. Like a moo is probably would be a deeply disconcerting noise if you hadn't like heard it a ton since you're 5. So every time there's like a new animal noise you're not familiar with, I think it kind of goes crazy. It's always like such a bizarre sound. Predominantly grazers, but do take to browse on occasion. That's awesome. Unfortunately, they are endangered. But you live decently long. A moo in the wild would be so weird. Would you like wild bovigs? Yeah, exactly. Would you oxen moo? Would you like do you like wild bovigs moo? Like whatever the domestic cow descends from. Whatever like wild cow that is. It's a zip moo. Cause that gets such a like farm sound to me, you know? Bison make a crazy... Okay, next bovig we are listening to. What is domestic cow descending from? I like knew this. I kept like looking what all the like super domesticated animals come from. It's just cows, right? They are just called... But like where are they indigenous to? And how they must look extremely different. Cause isn't that like cattle is what you... Or is cattle just any domesticated bovig? Because I think, like, if you have bison on your farm, those are still cattle. God, beautiful photo. Are there any I could, like, actually... Yes. These are so awesome. Look at that. Iconic, thank you. I'm surprised it's not on there. Did we like... Is it possible we like had iconic in the past? I feel like I described so many things as iconic. Dogs just get... No, there's just a bunch of stuff I call iconic. Iconic just fully wasn't on there. That's insane. Cows would absolutely be iconic. God, I love Mudra so much. Yeah. I say iconic every stream because it's definitely a word I say too much. Look at them drinking! Ungulates are so weird. I'm glad it's not clear. I'm glad we don't know exactly which animals cows come from, like, for sure. It's like pigeons. Like you know, the pigeons you see in Siggy's, feral pigeons. They are feral animals. Like, at one point, those were all domesticated. And now they're just, like, wild animals. Or feral animals, rather. But it's like, I think we don't fully know, like, presumably it was, like, for food or something. But I don't think we, like, fully know who was keeping those domesticated pigeons originally. Like, all the pigeons you see in Siggy aren't just, like, wild animals that have gapting. Part of the reason they're so comfortable around humans is because they were, like, fully domesticated at some point. Which maybe this is common knowledge, but I had, like, no idea until pretty recently. Yeah, that makes sense, Tengu. Weren't we trying to, like, breed back some, like, extinct European cattle? Using, like, a bunch of different domestic ones and a few wild ones or something. There's some, like, buffalo we were trying to, like, in quotes, bring back by, like, averaging out a bunch of different ones, yeah. Yeah, but, like, the feral pigeons, I don't think they come from, like, that era. I don't think they're, like, the 19th century domestic pigeon kind of domestic pigeons. I think we've had feral pigeons for much longer. But maybe that's wrong. Maybe they are from that era. It's like how, like, mallards are deeply messed up because they're incredibly adaptable. They can, like, kind of just live in any habitat, and they can, like, breed with all the other species of ducks. So, like, so many places had their own very delicate species of duck, and then, like, a bunch of mallards came in, and then it just kind of, like, filled out the, like, gene pool, and, like, a lot of native ducks, indigenous ducks to various areas are getting, like, kind of mixed up with mallards in strange ways. Yeah, I know a lot of people keep doves, which are the same thing, right? Like, same, both columbids or whatever. I love, like, morning doves. I think I think I said this literally last stream. I also love the one georeferenced record of a reedbuck in, like, I don't know, Cologne or something. Explore area. Yeah, I really like the calls. Social species, the groups start fluid and unstable. So they hang out in like cliques, but the cliques are always changing. Yeah, individuals regularly leave one group and join another. Very like high school. They're like just forming these little cliques and then like falling out with them. The males on the other hand are solitary and territorial. Boundaries are not marked with young. Subtle posturing and whistling communicates territorial limits. Hell yeah. Ritualized foreleg kicks directed between the hind legs of the female, called Laufschlag, serve as a precursor to mounting. Courtship generally resembles that of the southern reedbuck, with a male following an estrus female, licking and smelling her vulva, and phlegming after smelling the vulva or urine. Awesome. They really love to get into the courtship process on GBIF. He mostly eats grass. A little ruggy. No, these ones for the first time don't look clumsy and goofy. They're always talking about Laufschlag. I mean, very rectangular. I feel like it does not get much less spherical than this. And they're not glaring. Well, there's the whole deer and headlights thing with ungulates that can happen, right? Okay, this one is glaring. This one is definitely glaring. I feel like mammals just glare a bunch. But they don't seem to like habitually do it. It seems like most of the time they're not glaring. They love Schlag before mounting. Crazy screechy bird sound. Really good horns. I like the like bicoloration of the horns. I like how it like there's something like really cool looking about this. Both the way they like curve in and taper to a point, and also just the like way on the bottom and black on the top. Like very I don't know. I think I'm good with these notes. Is there anything else? I mean, they go crazy about grass. Oh, we should see if we can get like a video of this. Oh, it's all like hunking shit. I just want to see them like. Whoa, this is like the exact same image. It must have been like a skill from this video, or they just always look like this when drinking from this one pool. Yeah. I'm sorry, it's getting like cropped a bit, but it's just telling you like you can already see that there's like a hint of reg in their heads. Yeah, they're not as like smooth as most scary. Like you can really see the fur in a way you can't with a lot of them. Look at those horns. These are completely different from the other one. Are they sure this is the right animal? I mean, like, don't horns often undergo crazy stages? Like, these are more like the ones we saw. But this is insane. Maybe those are just like super developed horns. Maybe that's just the Haggis Greek buck. Really good. Anyways, I think the ag break's about to start. So I'll take a quick 4-minute break and see you all then. Hey! Welcome back everyone and welcome in Higa. Welcome, welcome. Thank you. I guess let's go ahead and spin a mammal. Sometimes just as I spin it, I remember this could be the one. This could be Homo sapiens, you know? It's so scary. Oh! Oh my god. I love this like fringe thing going on its face. These like golden spikes are so awesome. Monkeys are so good. Oh my god, really nice face. It's so colorful and like the coloring is subtle too, like just like a hint of gold here, like a little tuft of white. Yeah, you could like knock this off in Monster Hunter. Hey, let me say the text should be bigger. I think like somehow my Wikipedia settings got reset. Another blue scrotum creature. I love monkeys are always doing this. Like really interesting because that's like the only time you ever really see blue on a mammal. Like, we're not supposed to come in those colors. It does look quite lightning type or electric type. It is. We were so close. All these other old world monkeys, but not us. Fucked up. Like, you know, entire mammal kingdom, only the like old world monkeys seem to have them. God. In captivity, individuals have been observed soaking monkey biscuits in water before eating them. This is like awesome on its own, but I'm also just really happy to learn that monkey biscuits, you know? I'm really happy to now know that these are real monkey biscuits. And I love that they just like mention it in passing. Like this is just common knowledge, you know, the thing we're all familiar with, monkey biscuits. These are probably delicious. Like, we're so close to just being monkeys. Oh yeah, look at those. This has to be good as hell. Yeah. Gotta try monkey biscuits. Yeah, we're gonna have the sorghum monkey biscuit and fig eating stream. I should eat a fig on stream. I don't think I've ever just like had fig on its own. I've had like fig in gizzards and stuff. But I don't think I've ever just like bought a fig by itself and big into one. Yes, see, I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. That has to be like the only good subreddit, like r/zookeeping. I want to know what the zookeepers are like talking about. I want to know what the like common, you know, like zookeeping struggles are and stuff. Like, yeah. I want to know the zoo thugs. Most people get wild and go like, fuck, no, I can't have the monkey biscuit eating stream. Or like, I have to be really committing to the bit. It has to be really worth it. No strong linear dominance hierarchies. Another like less feudalistic monkey society. Yeah, and eat a pine cone. That makes sense. There is no way. Oh, actually, I wonder if figs grow here. I feel like there's like tropical fruits, but so many backs seem to. Then again, so many backs are in tropical areas, so you know. I suspect they might not grow them here because I feel like I don't see them in grocery stores. Bonobos might eat them, but they also are chill sometimes. But, yeah. So like Gwenins will like visit them for 20 minutes and then leave? And it's not clear why. Or at least they don't make it clear why. Yeah, that I figured that had to kind of be true given just how often we saw it. I kind of knew this, Valerie, because I've learned the iNaturalist secret. If you want to like register a ton of like really rare creatures, it's to look at plants and look out for like galls, those like things bugs leave in like plants that they infest, because there's like 1 trillion species of gall wasps out there, and a lot of them you can like figure out the exact species just from the location, the host, and the shape of the gall. So that makes a ton of sense to me that there's like like a bajillion species of fig wasp out there. I haven't done that. I've been like taking more classic photos of critters, but it probably would be good to start looking out for galls. Like I do think people actually do care about where gall wasps are and stuff. I saw like some scuggy about galls that like cited a lot of naturalist things. And they're exactly the kind of thing that like often get like overlooked. You know, people are always putting up the photos of the birds they see, like I do. Not always putting up the gulls they see. But it's awesome to me that they just have like these friendly social visitation times with bonobos, but then also the bonobos will sometimes prey on and eat them. And it's the monkey that's initiating the like social encounter. It's the guanan, yeah. But yeah, it hangs out with many species. Though it does not have sex with them. Monkey biscuits. We have to check this out on an actualist. Yes. Oh my god. What is that? It looks so crazy structured. What an image. Yeah. Absolutely. No explanation on the image, too. This one is also really good. Marks are so bad, but I probably should use some more permissively licensed wine. I mean, this image is terrific too. I really can't. If this image looked horrible, I might just switch to All-Rates Reserve one because it's so good. Wolves. Not a monkey. So like parts of it are extremely ruggy, but only like a small proportion of its overall surface area. Right? Sorry about that. So I think it's like, yeah, but it's like weird, right? Like, how does having some extremely ruggy spots compare with being overall slightly ruggy, you know? Like, it can, yeah, I guess it just gets up with, like, a okay but not amazing score. Yeah, definitely above average ruggy, but not, like, way above average, I think. I think, like, 140s or 150s. 140s is probably too harsh. Like, the reg parts are very reg, so, for a mammal at least. And like ruggy, they even specifically mention ruggy in the face as a particular meaning. It's messed up that none of the issues you include the scrotum. I want to see that blue. I think like, yeah, gotta leave room for Colin's already monkey. Yeah, I think like 158, let's say. Inexperienced? They look wise and sagely, but they also hang out with the bonobos that sometimes prey on and eat them. Look at the, are these like pups or are they just this small and I don't realize? This is an awesome image. Wow. I know, it's actually, I love their coloration. I love them. Thank God for primates. They are kind of glaring. They hang out with bonobos. The bonobos sometimes kill and eat them. Blue scrotum. What else was there? I mean, those are the keynotes. I mean, I could just acknowledge... Oh, yeah, this thing is tiny. The males weigh 10 pounds and the females weigh 5 pounds. Wait, this thing is so much smaller than the pictures. Like, I fully thought this was, I don't know, like 2 feet tall or something. No, this thing is just minuscule. Awesome. Yeah, I guess you kind of can get a sense of the scale here as well. Really cool colors. Alright, Let's spin another mammal. Oh shit! Hell yeah, the Indochinensis shrew. Is Indochinensis? I think Indochina is like digging and antiquated, but not like deeply messed up. It's just like it's one of these names is just more like a dumb, ignorant name for the region than like I don't know. I don't want to speak because I'm not an expert on this. It's definitely not a word you see very often for Southeast Asia these days. Yeah, they need a branding change. It's such a like colonial European name for a place. Like just yeah, it's between these two countries. Awesome creature. This is like this. Whenever a shrew is like really dark gray or pitch black like this, it does remind you that they are like closely related to moles, right? Like this is one of the more like mole looking shrews out there. Was identified at some point as a subspecies, but Givascolissa is its own species. Still no Myanmar name. Eats bugs. We really got much. Also, this distribution of the species are still needed to confirm in Myanmar. May or may not be in Myanmar. Hey, welcome Octasma. Yeah. It's a good ass shrew. Really nice photo too. I know I love shrews. Hey, welcome Searchy friend. This thing is not ruggy. I think it's kind of inexperienced. But it looks like a bit more. I think shrews as a whole are quite inexperienced, but this one looks a bit more wizened than some do. It's spherical. It's not like crazy spherical or anything. But I think it's like a bit over average. I think like a 131 spherical is fair. It's not glaring. It actually looks very like shy. Like it's like looking away from us. I think it's like very much not glaring. Probably could use a rebrand. No Myanmar name. Might not even be there. When shrews are like this, it reminds me that they are close relatives to moles. And that's cool. I think that's good. Close is pushing it, but like same order. Or super order. Well, closer to moles than like any other, than like most very familiar mammals, I guess. Like the hedgehog, mole, insectivore order of things. Is it the same? Yeah, the pokephiles. These are the like true insectivores or whatever. Yeah, I'm not making that up. True like moles is an option character. And the Desmonds! Hell yeah. Oh, I got so delighted to learn about the Desmond. Like spin another mammal. And the Desmonds. Myotis. This is a bag in my Crocidura's vault, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Schwartz Myotis. Again, you get tricked into saying this. Schwartz's is hard to say. Schwartz's Myotis. Which island is this? I should like... This chain of... Does anyone else find this chain of islands kind of insane? Like it's the exact same shape over and over again with slight variations and rescaling? This always like weirded me out when I saw it on the map. This always looked so fake to me. Like these were like man-made or something, you know? But yeah, is that Martinique? That is Martinique. Oh! Oh goodness! This is so good. I love the like one upside down one. Having like just one of them, oh yeah, the original image is giant. Having just one of them be upside down is so comedy. I love this. Because it also has, yeah, you get the sandwich. Huge fan. I would like slightly peeved, like another extremely obscure bat only found on one island and they have 100% won me over. Yes. Emerges just before sunset. It has been reported roosting in a rocky tunnel, crevice of a large cliff, and a crevice below a concrete bridge on a steep slope in a dry tropical forest in southwestern Martinique. Has also been observed roosting 5 meters above ground under a leaf. Awesome. A little group roosting under 2 huge umbrella-like leaves. Forages over water. Okay. The image is really the big thing. They're a little ruggy. Maybe they're like an 84 ruggy, maybe. They look extremely inexperienced. They are being crushed by the crusher. Quite spherical. I mean, the angle we have, the head-on help shot is definitely doing a lot of work. I think they're quite spherical. Well, they're like scaring at us, but their eyes are closed. It's kind of like the opposite expression of a glare. It's like very like friendly and not at all hostile. This image is doing so much work. Myotis sandwich. That chain of islands, Martinique, belongs to. It's fake. I think we built that or something. There we go. There we go. Let's spin another mammal. Oh shit! I mean, it could be the shrew-like mole or something, but no. Oh shit! Oh shit! We get to use the command. So this is not a true shrew. This is like very not closely related. I mean, closer related to kangaroos than it is to the like ordinary shrews. But we're still calling it because it's called a shrew. God, these. Yeah. I like. Normally, okay, I can explain my whole origin. Part of the origin for the command is I hate people who are like, oh, did you, okay, hate people is too harsh, but I find it very annoying when people are like, actually, strawberries aren't berries, and like, peppers and watermelons aren't. Because like you know, it's like a funny fact, but, hey, welcome, Benemy. But the word berry was like originally a culinary word. No one was making a taxonomic claim. No one was making a like botanical claim when they said berry originally. Aside from this is a small fruit, right? And then like scientists co-opted the word berry to mean something different, which is like fine and good, right? Like we shouldn't make up insane words for every concept if we have an existing word that roughly coincides with, like, thank you, Niven. If you have a word that roughly coincides with what we're talking about, we might as well use that word, right? Like that's totally fine. I've nothing against scientists calling things berries. But then a bunch of, like, science enthusiasts and pagans. I'm watching one person did get mad once that I counted something that was not a shrew as a shrew. It is real. Like in a goofy way. I have no ill will against them. It was very funny. But it was like clear that they believed it was not correct to increment the counter on them. But yeah, when people like will then, so like scientists will co-opt a common word to mean something else, and then other people will like steal that definition and pretend it's the proper one. Which is awesome. It is also known as the Aln. Aln is a really fun name. I always want to put that as the common name. But then if I'm not calling it a shrew, because that could do I have to decrement the shrew counter? No, it still counts as a shrew, but I might call it an Aln. I feel like Aln might not be legal in Scrabble because this is probably too obscure an animal. Whoa, wait. Okay, it does seem like it is this creature. It hasn't been ID'd, but they at least seem to know what they're talking about. Like, I mean, it's been ID'd once. It's not research grade yet. But no one has claimed contrary, and they do seem to know what they're talking about. Yeah, exactly, pink honeybug. That's like the even more classic one. I think the berry one is particularly egregious, because like, The scientific word berry does not align at all with common usage. And it's like very clear what the common usage meaning is. Like, they're kind of ruggy. Like, look at those, like, hunches. So let's read about this on Gibe. Ground dwelling. This kind of calls into question the whole ground dwelling thing, but who knows? Maybe it was just checking out a tree first time in its life. Least concern, wide range, large population. Oh, might be many. Probably is a species complex. Inexperience gets tough. But yeah, I do think it's kind of crazy. Sorry, the whole thing was just I do think it's kind of crazy that we call these things shrews, because they marsupial shrews, because they're slightly shrewish. They're almost like more like mouse or rat like than they are shrew like. I think these are spherical. It is kind of glaring here. Yeah, really good stripe. Ground dwelling. Yeah, right. Do I have anything else to say? What does it eat? Spiders, frogs, and mammals. Small lizards as well. But mostly bugs. The vertebrates seem rare. And I love this illustration's kind of awesome. I think we don't really take enough time to appreciate it. Yeah, I think you're right, pink honeybug. But I feel like, well, yeah, I guess this one would kind of be large for a rat or something. the lower claws, the hind claws or whatever they're called, the way they're just like so squiggly is insane, yeah. Yeah. I think that's good for these. Let's spin another mammal. Oh, Muntiacus! We have a Muntiacus, I'm pretty sure. Gongshanensis Muntiacus. The Gongshan Muntiacus. God, Muntiacus are so cool. I hope we have images of these. Very closely related to the hairy fronted Muntiacus. Yeah, look at that. Look at that, like, crazy head. Another, like, an even more bizarre ungulate this time. Authorship unknown. Homework Mammal Watcher. Awesome Mammal Watcher, thank you. Yeah, it's like really cool. A lot of these like weirder antelopes are like really cool and kind of disturbing thing going on with their heads. Yeah, yeah. Mammal Watcher. I really want to know the story of Mammal Watcher. I know that the only photo of this Muntiacus. Yeah, yeah, very cool. I guess the only one, right? Zero observations, yeah. Whoa. This is an awesome website. I also like critically endangered species of Indian moonchuck gongshanensis, and then the meager is just at least concerned, which I think that was okay deficient here. Yeah, this is also, I'm pretty sure, just a completely different moonchuck. But this website is awesome. This like font, the combination of this font and being in all caps is really cool. I think this is just, wow. This website does look awesome. Could not be matched to G with backbone. That's awesome. Is it just not in GBIF? Those are like the weird. GBIF is structured in a very strange way. No, that's just some weird bug. It is in the backbone. Activity patterns. Nothing is known for this species. Awesome. Evergreen lowland forest. Likely solitary. Nothing is known, but likely a partially omnivorous browser. It's ruggy. It's yeah, crazy ruggy. It's like this chestnut color. No, this thing has seen everything. This thing is 500 years old. Like, look at that scare. Oh, there are videos of these? Holy shit. Wow, this is awesome. God, they're so weird. Did you see how much is like neck crane there? Also, just I love this audio that just sounds like someone playing with like crinkly wrap. They're just like rustling in an empty bag of like chips for crumbs. Hey, welcome, Barbvan. Welcome, welcome. We'll add that to the pool. Yeah, yeah, exactly, Grucha. Also, the black and white Heckma 5 Tortured Soul is awesome. I don't think I've ever seen that. That like could almost be an emote on in its own right. Alright, look at these. Do you see that, like, ear flugger? Wait, let's look at the ears. Isn't that crazy? I wonder what it feels like to be able to move your ears like that. Is that even like a voluntary action or just like some thing they automatically do sometimes? Really good. Yeah, it seems like that kind of thing. Not spherical, I'm sorry. Extremely glaring, like 246 glaring or something. Like, look at that image. Very mysterious creature. Nothing known about them. Likely solitary. Hecma 5. Tortured soul underscore BW. There we go. Yeah, that was also, wait, yeah, actually, great job. That's an excellent point. Actually, that's what I should put there. Likely solitary. The only video we have of them is like a few of them just chilling and hanging out. That is awesome. Yeah, I do not understand ungulate taxonomy at all. So wait, the Muntiacus isn't related to the antelope we got at all. Yeah, they're called barking deer. Okay, so they're, yeah. Antelopes just fully are in the, yeah, because they're both a guy, right? Like the antelope we got earlier was one. The reedbuck or whatever. Yeah, that gets messed up that these are like, that antelopes and deer are so far apart. Like, I feel antelopes and deer should be closer to each other. It's weird that, like, an antelope is closer to a cow than to a deer. Or to, like, this. Let's spin another mammal. Oh, we have a classic rat. Not as many of these as I thought. I think I got, like, Rattus in the, like, very first stream. And I thought we'd be getting just, like, Rattus non-stop. I thought everything was gonna be a Rattus. But it turns out many rodents not in the classic two groups. Oh, they don't even bother giving this one a common name. Sometimes the article is named with the, like, species name, but then they have the common name down here. I don't think I've ever seen them just, like, completely not even try to give it a common name. Surely a naturalist and GBIF will have them, though. Only found on Flores Island. Which is also where Homo floresiensis is found, right? Yeah, I've read a lot about Homo floresiensis and like archaic humans and stuff. And I think I was gonna read about Flores a lot. Probably nocturnal. Homo floresiensis I'm so curious about, cause like, or like archaic I don't believe, I'm not some like insane conspiracy theorist. I don't think that there are like lost Neanderthals out there right now or anything crazy like that, but I do sort of believe it is possible that like very isolated pocket populations of archaic humans could have like survive for quite a bit longer than we thought they were, right? Because there's like a lot of human habitation in like Indonesia, where there's like 1,000,000,000,000 islands, many of which were like not inhabited by humans until really quite recent. They are like full of like dense jungle and rainforest that is like very inhospitable to like fossilized remains. Right? Like, so many of our, like, evidence for archaic humans comes from caves, not because that's where they particularly live, but that's just, like, a really good environment for, like, preserving human remains. But, like, the fossil record is, like, incredibly sparse, and it's gonna be proportional to the, like, total population. So if, like, some group of, like, Homo florensis or something, like, just moved to an island that Homo sapiens can get to, it seems at least to me, I'm not an expert, but it feels at least to me plausible that they could have, like, been there till, like, I don't know, 2000 BC easily. And then just, like, you know, just, like, not really left much of a trace or any discovered traces. You know, there are, like, no chimpanzee fossils? There are, like, almost no fossils of any great apes. And, like, the main reasons for this seems to be, one, that there's, like, just less interest in finding chimpanzee remain fossils than finding human fossils, but still, like, there's, like, range overlap and there's, like, all sorts of expeditions. But also just, they lived in jungles. Yeah, it's deeply fucked up. I think, like, all chimpanzee fossils combined, or maybe all gorilla fossils combined or something, there's, like, 4 molars that we found in the jungle and, like, maybe a skull fragment. And there used to be a lot of chimpanzees. It's not like, you know, much less so now, but it's not like they're like some incredibly small isolated pocket population. So, you know, they're like almost, the rule of thumb is almost every animal goes extinct some amount of time after we find the last fossil, because of course it does, and the like reported range is only, like the reported temporal range is only the like time, you know, the things we're certain about, what we found remains from. But yeah, it just seems so, like, we've stumbled on uncontacted tribes of humans, like, well into the 20th century, right? It seems so easy for, I don't think they're out there. I think that's, like, a bit more, that's, like, quite, a lot more outlandish to imagine is that they're, like, archaic humans still out there today with like satellite navigation and all the stuff we've done now. But what seems so plausible is that, like, why couldn't they have existed in, like, I don't know, the medieval era or something, right? Yeah, the first chimpanzee fossil was found in 2005. There you go. Yeah! That, like, one island that had mammoths till, like, extremely late. Was it really medieval times? That medieval times is crazy. But there's, like, one island that we discovered, like, had, like, mammoths living for so long. And that's especially crazy to me, because, like, a mammoth is, like... Yeah, but it was, like, much later than mammoths in other places. But that's especially crazy, because, like, a mammoth is essentially, like, a giant, slow-moving feast, right? So the fact that they lived on, like, Baikal Island or whatever for, like, tens of thousands of years longer than ever else is crazy. And, like, you know, like, archaic humans... Yeah, 11,000 BC, but still, like, I think most mammoths go extinct, like, way earlier than that. And I think it was kind of late that we discovered that island of, like, mammoths, right? Welcome, previous winter. Welcome. Like, for a while we just had no clue. But yeah, I think, like, a lot of these things are... Yeah, so it's, like, both a very small amount of animals become fossils, and then, like, a very small amount of fossils get, like, discovered and cataloged. And then, yeah, like, jungles are very inhospitable. So there's, like, okay, the, like, truly insane thing, and I don't want to, like, get into, like, prank stuff or something. But the fun thing to imagine is think about is the Ebugogo, who were found on the island Homo florensis is from, right? Flores, Indonesia. The whole reason we're talking about any of this, I think I've talked about this on stream before, but there's this folklore on that island of these like strange human-like creatures, and like there are all these tales about the interactions between the islands and these creatures. And this is, again, the island that we have confirmation that archaic humans lived on 50,000 years ago. And it's also the like exactly the kind of like incredibly dense jungle that doesn't lend itself to fossilization. And I still think probably this is just a story about like monkeys or something. There is probably a tamer explanation, and I don't want to like sell fringe theories on this stream. But I also think some people are like a little too skeptical about that kind of thing when it comes to just like how bad the fossil record is. And I think the thing that's really annoying is a lot of people talking about the Ebugogo are like, I think the Ebugogo are real and I'm going on an expedition to find them. Like, a lot of people present a really annoying, way more extreme and ridiculous story about these like archaic humans still living on this island deep in the jungle and that they want to find them and stuff. Like, there's a lot of just like Bigfoot hunters and stuff who are obsessed with these, and I think that really annoys, understandably, the archaeologists, who then like kind of start writing all of these why the Ebugogo story is bullshit thing just out of like annoyance at that extreme opinion. But I think there's like a much less unhinged version of this story you could, this argument you could take, that, you know, they probably are extinct, but it's very possible they lasted quite a bit later and that they had some very tenuous impact on this culture that like got reflected in folklore. Anyways, we are here for the Hainald's Flores Island rat. That was a crazy tangent. But I would love to like talk to someone who studies archaic humans. I have so many like stupid questions I want to clear up. I know, it's like such a good story too. Again, I like strongly recommend you read up about the Ebugogo, even if it is completely bullshit. It's like really just fun to like fantasize and pretend that this is some like folklore memory of archaic humans. Like, you know, the myth is just so enticing. It's like a good ghost story or something. This rag is so made up. No illustration. Described from two specimens. The later found to be common. Is there like a research paper image of this? Then... Yes, let's learn about their right mandibular molars. Yes! There we go, that's a rat, and it's awesome teeth. This thing is tiny, less than 100 grams, so much smaller than this one. Yeah, exactly, Valerie. The problem is, like, a lot of our stories, a lot of the, like, confirmations of collective memory are just on the timescale of, like, a few thousand years. And again, the last, like, Homo florensis remains that are confirmed are, like, 50,000 years ago. So, but I'm just a little skeptical that that mark actually represents when they die out. It is quite mousy for rat, which again is very funny because the mouse-rat distinction is completely made up as like no taxonomic basis. But I guess, okay, sorry, I say that, but this one is clearly a rat, right? Like in general, we just call cricket rodents mice or rat based off how big they are. But the things that are definitely rats are the genus Ragus, and the things that are definitely mice are genus Mus or Mis or whatever. So I guess this one's like undeniably a rat. This one's like a true rat. Image of attribution. Musser and Kitchener. It says the images come from Musser and Kitchener, but it doesn't say which image comes from which. But the Kitchener seems to be the one about this mouse. Kitchener. A-L. Is this thing ruddy? Small body, very long tail. Dark orange-brown dorsal pelage. The one in Indonesia or Papua New Guinea, I forget which one. Indonesia, yeah. Okay, orange-brown dorsal pelage counts for something. It looks really quite inexperienced. Not at all spherical. Is it glaring? It's too small, right? Kinda tiny. For a rat. But incredibly long Abu Gogo rat. Wikipedia doesn't even pretend this one has a common name. So you know things are kind of dire. I think that's good. I also think, again, today unfortunately has to be a short stream because of Gregging, and also because, let me make sure it's still going on. But yeah. Also just because I want to watch the Jam stream. I'm like incredibly excited about that. Dire is an excellent addition. So I think we just have time for like one more mammal, and then I'm gonna call it. No. Dire was wonderful. Though it will be very funny to reward all the rolls like this when we get that, and like punish like domestic cow. And so yeah, let's spin a mammal. Oh, another gracile opossum. This one's the agile gracile opossum. I love these. That's a good one. This is definitely a good one. Look at that. Look at that. Possums are so good. Opossums are so good. They're like fucking unreal. Like just goofy slapstick comedy creatures. It is doing the exact elephant shrew pose. It is doing the exact take a closer look at that snout thing. God, lovely creature. I hope there are more images. It does have like quite a wide range and least concern, and people love photographing opossums, rightfully so. Yes! Look at it! It's so awesome. I love that the like snow is long enough that the nose is like completely out of focus because there's just that much like depth to the picture. It's so good. It's so awesome. What a creature. And yeah, the hands are kind of crazy. It's so small. What the? This is a juvenile. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wait, this is. Holy shit. Oh god. One second, let me just load up some good ones and spare you the gruesome. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think like the Gracilinanus or like the agile. The gracile opossums don't have a pouch. Yeah, the young just hang on. I think they're like the only pouchless marsupials I want to say, or they're all opossums. This one is so good. Agile, great style. Awesome. Let's read a bit more about it. I get that since it's kind of been not very raggy. And this image is also really good. Like, yeah. Man, this is so, look at that tail. The like curled up thing is so good. Lives in gallery, forests, and orchards. God, imagine these just like hanging around your orchard. It seems kind of resilient. But there's no like the crazy run on like paragraph food and feeding section. But it's a lot of bugs is what I'm getting from this. Like yeah, a lot of mainly insects, termites, beagles, and ants. Awesome, they have the like exact nutritional intake, it's yelling. And their diet varies with the season. What a just marvelous creature. Like holy. Like look. I love this one. Really good expression here. Kind of ruggy. Like look, it has that like bright orange streaks. I think that could get up to like a 148. In experience like 247, like look at it. Though it is agile, so I guess that brings down the inexperience score a bit. Yes, yes, new words clinging on, let me see this. That's so goofy and strange. Look at the tiny thing on his finger. Oh, they're so small. They are so small. And so terrifying. Glaring like Chuforgi. What? Ah, but it's not glare. It's like a glare is like angry. This is just frightened, you know? It's gonna get like those giant eyes. It's gonna raise it. Oh my god. Absurdly cute. They are tiny. They look so meek and frightened and goofy in every photo. Because reportedly an adept climber. Yeah. God, I'm glad that's the one we ended on. And again, I'm really sorry I can't hang around for longer. But I do have to get back to grading. Hopefully that'll all be done by Monday and I can just have a full stream then. But in the meantime, let's take a quick look at who is live. Thank you, yes, and thank you all who came by. Thank you all so much for stopping by. This was very fun. A lot of people on. Oh wait, hell yeah. Okay, I don't think I've ever talked about this. I love Roller Coaster Tycoon, a game I genuinely grew up with. And I think Digi is playing that. So why don't we head over there? Thank you all so much again for coming by. This was really fun. Yeah, I'll see you all Monday. Bye everyone.